Hello everyone. So today I'm recording this video to show you this insane method that I just found a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago, on how to make money online. Now, if someone told me that this method can make me a lot of money really quickly and easily online, I would not believe them, which is why I tried it. I tested it myself, and wow, this is amazing. This is crazy. So just to give you some background on myself really quickly, I'm going to show you the method really quickly, really soon, but I just want to tell you some more info about myself. So I'm a math graduate, and I couldn't get a job or a well-paying job anywhere, and that wasn't really perfect. Working full-time sucks. I mean, the whole 9 to 5 thing and all that, it really is not perfect. But let's cut to the chase and let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to open my Google Chrome here, and then I'm going to open my PayPal activity tab, and you can already see some of my recent payments here. You can see my latest one on August 7th, which is just one day ago, yesterday. I made over 12,000 euros. Now, this is in about a week's time, so you can see here in about 5 days I made 12,000 euros. Let's take a look at the first payment and then the following payments first. So you can see here I started at the beginning of July, and about a week after starting on July 10th, I received my first payment. The payment wasn't the largest, as you can see here. It's 217 euros, but it really was something else. I mean, I'm making this on the side, working as much as I can. I mean, an hour or two, whenever I can, whenever I have the free time. And at this point, even though it's 200 euros every week, that's about 800, 900 euros every month. And making that on the side really does help your finances. And I was thinking, okay, I should probably put in a little more time to see how this goes. And as you can see, the next week, or not even a week, 6 days, I made 4 times as much because I put in more time into it. And at this point, I was really thinking I really need to invest more time and take this more seriously, because it's obviously super profitable. I mean, 872 euros in a week is 3,200 euros per month, which is a lot of money. And as you can see here, I started doing it in about every week, so like every 5-6 days. I received the new payment, and as you can see, the payments here, they are skyrocketing. I mean, after making the 800, it almost tripled, then it more than doubled, then it doubled into 11,000, and by the end of the month, or I guess the beginning of August, I had made about 21,000 euros. Now, this is a huge amount of money, and I really couldn't believe that this is real. So I decided to make a withdrawal to my bank, as you can see here, right after receiving the payment. So on August 2nd, I withdrew to my bank. I withdrew all the money that I had made before, in the month before, which is 21,321 euros and 92 cents. And after the weekend, this money was in my bank account. And even though it's 20,000, I mean, I'm speaking like it's a small amount, but 20,000 euros really can change your life. I went, right after receiving the money, I went out, I bought an iPhone, which is funny that that's the first thing that I bought, but I got an iPhone. I bought more clothes, I started going out and eating out with friends. It really does change your life, even though it's just 20,000 euros. And my plan for now, as you can see here, I'm continuing this, obviously. I mean, who would be mad not to continue with a method this good? My plan for now is to make enough money to actually buy an apartment instead of renting, and I can finally stop throwing money at someone else instead of buying an apartment for myself. And looks like I can finally afford it. In a couple of months, I can finally afford an apartment. But yeah, let's not waste any more time here. Let me show you how this method actually works. So this method works in online casinos. And I know what you're thinking, but don't worry, this is not one of those red-black tricks that don't work. They're all scams, we all know that, we're not doing that. This is a new method. It does work, as you just saw in my PayPal account a couple of moments ago, and I will show it to you now so you can see it for yourself. Now, most online casinos don't work with this method because they can find a way to block you after they see you winning in a row a lot of times. So just check the description of this video and you can find a link to the best website and the one that we are using and the one that works with this method. So let's cut to the chase. Let's go to the roulette section here, and then let's go to French roulette and play now. Okay, here we go, all loaded up. Everyone knows how roulette works, so I will not be explaining that in this video, but we're not here to try and get lucky. We are following a precise sequence. So the sequence is red, black, red, red, black, black. That's the sequence that we're going to be repeating as much as we need to. And I will put an image to the sequence in the description, as well as a link to the website so you can check them out. Now, another thing before we start, I need to tell you that we will be using the classic double up. But this is very different because we are using a precise sequence that cannot be reverse followed all the time, and thus you have a 100% chance of winning every single time. So here's how it works. You can see my balance down here, and you can see the chip that we're using. The chip we're using is the smallest amount. So we start with the sequence, we put a chip on red, and we click spin. Let me lower the volume just a little bit so it's not too loud. We click spin.
No more bets, please.
Great, we won. Now we clear the table, always clear the table, and we go to the next color in the sequence, which is black. So red, black, we spin,
No more bets, please.
and we won again. Now the next color in the sequence is red, black, so red again. We put a chip
No
and we
more
spin,
bets, please.
and we won again. So we follow the sequence, and the sequence tells us to go red again. So it was red, black, red, it's red again. So we put a chip and we spin.
No more bets, please.
We won again. I'm waiting to lose so I can show you the double up method. So let's continue with the sequence and put a chip on black.
No more bets, please.
Okay, so we lost, which is good. So I'm going to show you what the double up method means. Now, following the sequence, we went red, black, red, red, black. To finish off the sequence, we need to finish off on black. So we put a chip, but because we lost the previous time, we need to double up. Double up means just putting a chip that's going to double the previous amount. So we had one, now we have two. And this basically ensures that you don't lose any money because you will see. Let's see, let's spin.
No more bets, please.
So we lost again. Now, because the sequence is finished, we need to start the sequence all over again, which is red again. So we went red, red, black, black, or sorry, we went red, black, red, red, black, black. So now we start again with red. Now we put the same amount, because we lost the previous time, we put the same amount here, which was 2, and then we double it up. So we bet 4 chips. We
No
spin,
more bets, please.
and we won. And as you can see here, down here in the balance, we already have 5 euros made. We didn't lose any money, even though the roulette technically lost. We didn't. So because we won this time, the next color in the sequence is black, and because we won, we only bet 1 chip, so no double up when you win. We
No
spin,
more bets, please.
we win again, clear the table, always clear the table. The next color in the sequence is red again, so we need to do red, red, and black, black, and finish off the sequence the second time. So we put a chip on red because we won. The previous time we only put 1 chip, and we
No
spin.
more bets, please.
We up on again. Now put a chip on red again, and we need to
No
spin
more bets,
again.
please.
Okay, we lost. So the next color in the sequence is black, twice black. So we put a chip, but because we lost the previous time, we double up, so we don't lose any money.
No more bets, please.
We lost again, so we need to double up the previous amount. The next color in the sequence is black, so we had 2, we need to double that up to 4, and we
No more
spin.
bets, please.
We lost again, so we need to start over the sequence all over. So to start the sequence, again, it starts with red, we put the same amount that we lost, which was 4, and then we double it up to 8, and then we spin.
No more bets, please.
And we won. As you can see here, we already have 8 euros made. We can continue with the sequence. The next color in the sequence is black. We put one chip because we won. We don't put double up. We just put a single chip and we
No
spin.
more bets, please.
We lost, so we need to double up on the next color in the sequence, which in this case is red. We double up to 2 chips
No
and
more
we
bets,
spin.
please.
We won. Now the next color in the sequence is red again, so because we won, we only put one chip. We
No
spin.
more bets, please.
We lost, so we need to double up on the next color in the sequence, which is black. So we put a chip, we double up, and we
No
spin.
more bets, please.
We lost again, so we need to double up the previous amount. The color in the sequence is black, so we put the amount of chips that we lost, and we double it up, and we spin.
No more bets, please.
We lost again, so we start the sequence all over. We put the amount that we lost, which was 4, and we double it up to 8.
No more bets, please.
We lost again, so we need to double up that amount in the next color in the sequence, which is black. So we put 8 chips, and we double it up to 16. We spin,
No more bets, please.
and we won. And as you can see here, we already have 10 credits. 10 credits, but 10 credits equals to 10 euros that we have made. And without continuing, I'm gonna show you, I've created a little table here that's gonna show us what we can make potentially. Now, you can see that we used the minimum bet. You can see this is expected earnings, and the minimum bet amount was 1 euro that we used. You can change the chip amount, but the lowest one is 1 euro and the one that we are using. Now, we played for 10 minutes, and we made about 10 euros. Now, if we put in the amount here and we click off the field, it's going to calculate how much we're going to make per hour. If we continue doing this for an hour, we would make 60 euros. Now, there are people who get jobs at minimum wage for like 10 euros or 15 euros, and we can make 60 euros per hour with this method. And then if you decide to work 2 hours per day or 3 hours per day, you can make 120, 180 per hour, or here per week. You can make 2,400 euros this per week. I've calculated it 8 hours per day for 5 days per week. So you can make 2,400 euros if you do that. And then per month, almost 10,000 euros. Now, when I started off, I started with the 1 euro chips, and then I slowly started building up. I'm currently doing 5 euro chips, and I make about 50 per 10 minutes. So as you can see here, it does add up because per week I make about 12,000 euros according to the expected earnings table. And if we take a look at our PayPal activity again, you can see that this is about right. It's here it's a little lower than 12,000. Here it's a little bit over 12,000. But the table is here just to show us the expected earnings. So that's the expected earnings. I would start off with 1, just as I did. If you want to try this, you should start off with just 1 euro bets, and then you can build up to 2 to 5 and even more if you want to. Now, you can see here on the right that I have another table. It's called the safety ratios. Now, what a safety ratio is, it means that the amount you start with gives you a specific certainty. So what this is based on is how many times you can double up. Now, if you start with 64 euros, you can double up 6 times, and this gives you good certainty. With 128 times, you can double up 7 times, and that's very good certainty. Now, what this means is, if you start with 64, you can double up 6 times. What this means is, if you lose 1 euro, you can double up to 2, then you can double up to 4, then to 8, 16, 32, 64. That means you can double up 6 times. As you can see here, the one that I started with is great certainty, which was 256 euros, and I can double up 8 times. Now, as you can see here, the best starting point is 512 euros. This gives you absolute certainty, and you can double up 9 times. And now in French roulette, the highest amount of times you can double up is 9. So this is indeed absolute certainty, and the chances of winning are around 99%. So I would recommend you start the same as me at 256 euros. You can start again with any amount that you wish. You can start with 50 euros, or with 1,000, or with any amount. I think the lowest is 20. that you can start. You can see the table, certainties. This is completely up to you. So after showing you this, I'm pretty sure that you can see that it does actually work. I mean, if you look at the PayPal balance again while I speak about this, you can see that it does actually work, and I will definitely be continuing to do this. I just want to share with more people, and the potential of this method is just insane. I mean, I'm gonna continue withdrawing every month, and I'm gonna probably be making a lot more. I mean, you can see here that I made like lower amounts that came up to 20,000, but now if I make 12,000 for the next 3 weeks, I'm gonna withdraw in total over 80,000 euros, and that's just an insane number. Now, I really think that this method is exceptional. It is really good. As you can see here, it really is life-changing. I mean, I can finally, as I said, I can finally afford an apartment in a couple of months. I can afford to spend money on electronics. I can afford to spend money on going out, eating out, ordering, even video games. I am definitely going to be spending money on traveling. And the point is that with this method, dreams aren't really dreams anymore. It's possible to achieve them, and I'm definitely going to continue doing this. I just wanted to share with other people and make everyone's lives that much better and everyone's dreams come true. Well, you will be making your dreams come true. I'm just showing you a pretty good way at doing it. And yeah, that's it, guys. If you do try it, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know how this has worked for you. That's it. Goodbye.